semi-finals. And here's a good one for you to begin. So now we move to the big cup semi-finals, and here's a good one for you to begin. Fiji against South Africa. Number 1 seed at the moment on the World Tour. Fiji to play current number 3, and they meet in the semi-finals. And what a setup it is. We looked at the 2 teams. Well, the 3 tall forwards who look like the Singapore skyline, Domalala, Veramalua, Dakawanga, and then the Kolunisau and Tuwai starting together. The brilliant Talinga number 10 and Ravuvu, one of the top scorers on the tour this year. South Africa with 1 tall man on the forward, that's Agaba, 2 medium-sized forwards, but 2 extremely speedy outside backs. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. Here they come at high speed, sprinting to the centres to sort of claim that symbolic middle top spot at the halfway circle. I'm Keith Quinn, and with me is the former England captain, Ollie Phillips. This should be a great one, Ollie.
It's a pleasure to be here for 2 standout teams going head-to-head in this Cup semi-final. Littered with quality all over the field. Mouth-watering contest here in the Singapore Dome.
There's the record of South Africa. They are unbeaten. As you see, the 3 or 4 big W's next to their name. But the Fijians, they lost yesterday in game 1. We look at the referee, Richard Kelly. He's one of 3 New Zealanders off to the Olympics to referee and be referee's assistants there, along with Jess Beard and Richard Kelly. South Africa actually have 5 referees and assistants going to the Rio Olympics. And Fiji have 1, James Umbalambiu, so representative, the nations are well represented in referees as well. So referee Richard Kelly signals to begin this one. South Africa in the green. It's a cup semi-final here in Singapore 2016. Fiji in the white. And straight away, it's Kyle Brown all over the top of his opposite number, Jerry Tuwai, and away to a stuttering start in this one.
Yeah, there's going to be some nerves. It's going to be who can handle this pressure in this semi-final the most. South Africa unbeaten so far in this tournament, and have been outstanding defensively, but come up against arguably the most prolific attacking side in Fiji. So,
Tuwai, Hedelt, away to Ravuvu. Talinga, who's been in outstanding form. Here is Ravuvu. Tough character, brought down by his opposite number, Ruan Nel. Talinga. There's the first big hip throw by Quokka Smith. Now here is that tackle completion record. Look at that. 90% of contacts. South Africa have made their tackles. Fiji are back a bit in 4th place on the circuit this year. Oh, sorry, this tournament at 77%.
They've been outstanding, South Africa, so far. And that defence has kept them in games where they just managed to win and beaten Kenya 14-0. New Zealand 12-7, always been tight. They've been outstanding throughout.
Look at that, though, Ollie. Look at the try scorers that the Fijians have in the lead over South Africa and the rest.
And that's what makes it so exciting. The best defensive record against the best attacking record.
So we peer through at Tuwai and Kedalt. That's a variation to Nel. Now, Sinatla. Oh, out wide to Kedalt. What a beautiful passing try, set up with differences in it. It went to Nel first and then to Sinatla in the midfield.
Yeah, really good tactical play here from South Africa, putting Sinatla in early, letting him have a run, absolutely wheelsing the outside of Talinga, and it's so simple then for Hedult. Kolunisau on the outside, not sure whether to turn in or hold, and in the end just gets done for pace.
So here is the conversion attempt. Look at the great crowd we've got here as we come down to the crunchy end of 2 days of thrilling sevens rugby. He's a good goal kicker, and that one is a beauty. South Africa make a very fine start, and they lead by 7-0.
An absolute peach of a kick that can make all the difference. Every point is going to be vital in this contest, and fabulous kick from Heddles right out wide.
So that sort of thing usually brings out the best in Fiji, and there's the best in upper side. Domalai with his leap there, cleared away by Jerry Tuwai, away to Dakuwanga. There's Rabuvu number 12, and a busy South African defence, but Jerry Tuwai, change of direction, Talinga over the top, finds Domalai. Well picked up. South Africans offside. Ruanel here.
Was, yeah, but Fiji, for me, very lucky. I think that came off the Fijian boot and just knocked out the ruck. But it doesn't matter now. They're back with the ball and possession.
South African defence has been outstanding the last 2 days, the last few weeks, the last few tournaments. They're tested here again by Rabuvu. He's a monstrous man, and physically, to look at them match-up game man by man, the Fijians are much bigger. Talinga, down he goes. Kolinisau rolling a pass, not called forward. Here comes Masavesi Dakuwanga. They won't catch him.
Wow. Talk about offloading game. Fiji just chucking it willy-nilly, but all going to hand. Questionable whether that's forward off the pass, but look at the footwork here. Absolutely outstanding from Dakuwanga. So good to watch, aren't they, Quinny?
Oh, it's thrilling, it's wonderful. What a pleasure to be here. Now, Osia Kolinisau, the captain. Perspiration running down his face here. It's very muggy. Oh, and the chips are down. The kicks fly. A little bit wobbly, but it got the result. 7-all it is.
A little bit ugly, but it all counts as it wobbles over. All square. Back to this contest. Brilliant. Let's see what happens off this restart.
Substitution coming on. Smith going off. And
it's Kyle Brown actually come off. I think he maybe got a knock, or Chris Dry coming on for him.
Chris Dry into the game. There's that's wonderful play by Jasa Berimalua. A swinging arm, slightly out of control, means it's gone to the South African, and the big man who's just come into the game, surging for the line, and Chris Dry. How do you like that? It was great work at the kickoff by the swinging arm of Berimalua, but it was loose, and Smith all over it.
Oh yeah, it starts with South Africa, his appetite for work, and an inspired substitution. Chris Dry off the shoulder, bursting through from Smith's pass. What a response from South Africa, straight off the restart.
Great goal kicking so far, 14 points to 7. Tell me, Ollie, he got the try, but when the ball was swung, hit off the hands of Berimalua, he done the right thing to leap high and swing it back on his team's side. Just the bounce went crazy then. What do you reckon?
Yeah, ball just not going the way of Fiji there, the bounce of the ball, but you know, ideally you want to be catching that clean, but if not, just get it back as fast as you can. But South Africa fastest to react.
Okay, let's see what they can do in reply. Rabuvu floats it wide to Talinga, Kitioni Talinga. Oh, lovely work. And Berimalua, who might have made the error a moment ago with the loose swinging arm, gets a brilliant try. 2 tries each.
Wow. What a first half we're having here so far. Outstanding South Africa score, and then Fiji just brilliant from the off. Their offloading game, just exquisite to see. The footwork, it's got everything. Support lines to boot. And under the poles he goes. Vera Malua all tied up as we hear the hooter go. What a game we've got on here.
The conversion is coming up from Kolinisau to tie it up, and he's done just that. What a first half we've seen, and it's 14-all at the break.
When they push up, we do an undo-up. Choose your battles. Okay, Yuta, Brase, Paulo. Set, go. Relax, Manda.
Ben Ryan, an Englishman, has got the Fijians beautifully behind him. Gives them the message stern, and then just a little relaxed word at the end, which they all respond to. And then they go back into explosive mode, as do these guys. Tremendous, a lot at stake in this one.
A huge amount, but let's hope we have as potent a second half as we have first. Absolutely to watch these two sides go about their work.
There's a stat for you. Most offloads in this season, the top three are all Fijians. They fling it about. No one is selfish. The second half begins with Timo Arabobo, stabs it short for the jump, and it's gone to Talinga. He's lost it forward. Kitioni Talinga, who won the award, that's Vera Malua, he won the award for the best newcomer in Hong Kong last week, number 10 to the left there on the backs. Kitioni Talinga, and he's such a brilliant newcomer this year. But there is Chris Try, who's been around for over 50 tournaments since we saw him turn up in Adelaide 4 or 5 seasons ago. And he was just a new kid then, but look at him now. The same can be said for South Africa and Gedalt. Halfway line. Africa again, they kick a lot, the South Africans, and they've got Sanapa out wide. He picks it up. Oh, he can't quite roll the ball. Now here's Talinga in reply. The two most brilliant men on the field. He kicks it twice. Offloads again. Too wide.
Talinga footwork, chipping Fiji all over South Africa at the moment. There's bodies everywhere, but what a game of rugby.
Again. Too wide.
Talinga footwork, chipping Fiji all over South Africa at the moment. There's bodies everywhere, but what a game of rugby.
There's a man down, play goes on. It's a tough world we live in. And here it goes from Vera Malua. And this time it hops over the advertising hoarding. And
well, I don't know if Vera Malua just threw the enter touch to get a bit of a break. But look at this from Talinga. Does the footwork, then the chip, sends it deep. Unbelievable passage of play. And then the offload to boot. All we needed was the try.
wow.
Number 12.
I think we might go shortly into double wow, the way these guys are going at it. And remember, this is a cup semi-final. Passes completed. That's why the Fijians have the top 3 men in individual offloads.
I think it's a compliment to both teams here, showing you just how brilliant Fiji have to be in order to crack this South African defence. And then at the same time, just showing you how hard South Africa work for each other. They chase every lost cause. Two of the best sides on this series.
Gedalt, nil. Sinatla, 1-0. Unlikely guy to be running hard at midfield, but he's thrown down by the coattails. Quaka Smith, he's good too. Let's look at this. Can they get it to Agaba? Over the top they go. Chris Stride nicely off the floor. Halfway line. Moving it again to Siabalo Sanapa. Hammer down. Another one for the season's top try scorer, Siabelo Senatla.
And when you are that quick, when you're that sharp off the mark, it really doesn't matter who's in front of you there. Hitch kick, stop go. Kalinisau just left for dead. Absolutely burns him on the outside. And all Jerry Tuai can do is watch him and try and shadow him out wider. Absolutely brilliant from sizzling Senatla.
Let's have some of that South African deep breathing that they have at half-time, Ollie.
I think we need it, Quinny, up here. Absolutely fantastic game of rugby we're watching.
He's the top try scorer in Singapore, now going ahead of Talinga to wonderful game. And can I just say it one more time? Maybe the best yet to come. They're building to a wonderful climax. 3 minutes to go. South Africa, though, in a good lead now, 21-14, playing for a place in the final, but never right off the Fijians. On the field now is Imosi Mulivoro, and he's off the sub bench. He scored 3 tries second half to beat New Zealand last year in the grand final in Hong Kong, and he's making great progress here. But Quokka Smith, fantastic defence for South Africa. The ball has gone forward. You see the arm of referee Kelly.
I mean, it is wonderful offloading here, and I just wonder whether Richard Kelly's missed South African defenders holding Fijian runners. Kalinisau makes the break, and then look at the number of white shirts just flooding onto the ball. But checking our right-hand corner here, there, Heddle just holding him back. Does the referee miss that? But absolutely brilliant defensive scrambling from South Africa at the same time.
Yeah, fair enough. Amanoni Nasilasila, number 6 there. Coming into the game as the new boy, Alavereti Batukani. Well, he's new in as much as he hasn't played for a couple of seasons. He made his debut way back, well, Cape Town it was. And that seems like a decade ago, doesn't it?
Each time.
It's only six months ago. Nice friendly exchange here with the referee in the pressurised situation.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
So here is Branko Dupria on the field. Hits up, crashing that Stephen Dippenaar. He's on. Big man out there now, Dippenaar. Quokka Smith, tough as teak. He gets through, gives it off to Kankowski, who's out there. They've got all their big men there, but a super tackle in the corner from Very Malua.
Driving him into so close. Look how close he is to getting that down. Try-saving tackle and keeping Fiji in the game.
Fiji, if they get a try at the other end, and it goes to 21 all, they go to extra time. South Africa, no extra time. They had it last week in Hong Kong against New Zealand. It was cruel in its effect. Here is Talinga, just the guy to perhaps do it, and he puts Kalinisau into it. There's the offload to Talinga. Here comes Talinga again. He gets it to Mulivoro. Mulivoro trying to draw and pass. What a hit. It came in on Vatukani, but pressure is still on South Africa.
And the defence from South Africa is absolutely phenomenal. Fiji throwing everything at them. Nev can answer every time.
Namani Nangusa, and will he drop on this one? He has. This is going to be a tough call. Referee Kelly and assistant referee Matt Rodden from Hong Kong.
Led up to this point. I just need you to tell me if there's a try being scored here or not. Try? You don't want to check? Try?
Try is converted. Will we see extra time if the kick goes over?
A brilliant call from Richard Kelly and the line. We want more of this. Let's keep this game going. This for extra time.
21 all. There's the try scorer, Amanoni Nasilasila. We've got seconds to go here. There will be a kickoff to see if there can be any scoring before the big Asian gong thunders around the arena. So, how good can it be?
This restart crucial. Chris Try on his own. I reckon Fiji can isolate him and try and ping it on the middle.
So they've done that, but the jumpers are in the fence. Oh, it's gone to the man who just scored the try, Nasila. He floats it out. And the try scorer is Vatukane. Fiji march on.
Wow, Quinny, do they get any better? Absolutely outstanding. Twice today, coming from the last, from the death. Fiji just, they never say die. Absolutely brilliant. Off the restart. Look at that, shrugging off the tackle. Nasala Salah. And what an offload out wide. Brilliant from Fiji. Outstanding game of rugby.
When Fiji plays like this, we know we can't love the game of sevens anymore. Fantastic to see them play like this. They're the tour leaders, and they've snatched this game out of the fire against a brilliant South African effort, and that is the final score. They look to the heavens